Three stories are moving through AI builder circles today, and each one tells you something about where the industry is actually heading, not where the hype wants you to look. Let's start with the one that's got the most attention, a claim about Anthropic's own leadership. According to a post from Polymarket, Anthropic's CEO is reported to be worried that new hires at the company are prioritizing Paychecks over its mission. This is a report circulating on X, not a direct statement from Anthropic itself, so treat the specifics as reported, not confirmed. But the underlying tension it points to is real and well understood in the industry. As AI labs scale from hundreds to thousands of employees, hiring inevitably shifts from people drawn by research mission to people drawn by compensation packages, now competitive with anywhere else in tech. That's a known scaling problem, not a new one. The harder question is what a lab does once that tension shows up internally. For builders here in Europe, this matters less as Anthropic gossip and more as a hiring signal. If even the most mission-driven US labs are having this conversation internally, then European AI teams competing for the same global talent pool need to think hard about what they're actually offering beyond salary. Mission clarity, technical ownership, and a real sense of what you're building toward are becoming differentiators, not soft extras. If you're building a team, that's worth designing into your hiring process now, rather than discovering the gap after headcount has already scaled. Next, a much more concrete story, Higgsfield AI's move into open source and community incentives. According to Higgsfield's own account, the company has launched a $1 million global film festival with an Academy jury attached, and at the same time open sourced 3 of its generative video models, Zephyr, and Mork, along with prompt breakdowns showing how they were used. This is a deliberate strategy, not just a giveaway. Pairing a cash prize with open weights turns the creator community into both a testing ground and a distribution channel. People build with the models to compete for the prize, and in doing so, they generate a public benchmark of what the tools can actually do, which is worth more to Higgsfield than any marketing campaign. For European studios, indie filmmakers, and small production teams, this is a genuine opportunity. You get access to real generative video models today for free, with documented prompts to learn from, but before anyone builds a commercial pipeline around them, check the actual license terms attached to each model. Open source doesn't automatically mean unrestricted commercial use, and that distinction matters even more given ongoing questions in Europe around IP provenance and sovereignty for AI-generated content. Finally, the story that's about control, not creativity, Superblocks 3.0. According to a post from Brad Menezes, Superblocks has partnered with AWS to launch what they're calling a secure enterprise vibe coding platform built around security agents, and the framing explicitly contrasts it with consumer-facing coding tools from companies like OpenAI and Anthropic. Vibe coding, for anyone who hasn't run into the term yet, is the practice of building software by prompting an AI model rather than writing code directly. It's fast and it's spreading quickly through smaller teams and solo builders, but it's also exactly the kind of workflow that gets flagged the moment security or compliance teams look closely, because prompted code doesn't come with the same audit trail as code written and reviewed line by line. What Superblocks and AWS are pointing at is the gap between consumer vibe coding tools optimized for speed and what an enterprise actually needs, which is access controls, vulnerability scanning, and a paper trail that satisfies a security review. For European enterprises operating under GDPR and preparing for AI Act obligations, this split is the one to watch. The tool that wins in an enterprise procurement process won't be the one with the flashiest demo. It'll be the one that can show exactly how it handles data, access, and audit logging, because that's what actually gets signed off internally. So 3 different stories, one shared thread, whether it's a lab worried about who it's hiring, a company opening its models to the world, or an enterprise platform racing to add guardrails around a fast-moving workflow, the pattern is the same. The technology is moving fast, and the harder, less visible work of culture, licensing, and governance is where the real decisions are actually being made. That's usually where the value is too, if you're paying attention. That's today's briefing. If this was useful, subscribe for daily grounded AI analysis, and check the links below for our weekly brief and a free sovereign AI consult if you're building in this space.